I realized a lot of the info, the guides, the loadouts and such that I've got going up on the channel still might be slightly from a few years back. So in this one, I'm giving you the up-to-date one with skills, perks, what weapons I use, and yeah, all the general stuff that you might want to know. If you want more daily Call of the Wild content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I think for the most part, I haven't changed too much of the skills and perks since the last video, so if you've seen that, probably not much news. But this is my stalker tree. I have 3 out of 3 in locate the tracks and 3 out of 3 in track knowledge. I have 1 out of 2 and I'm only happy when it rains. These ones are no-brainers. If you do some kind of fighting with buffaloes and such, I suppose you can take that one instead, but it doesn't really matter too much if you're quick with your first aid kit. I also have connected dots, just makes tracking a little easier when you're running around with your hunter made out. And obviously, probably the most important skill in the entire game. Soft feet. Reduce the noise generated when moving through foliage such as grass and leaves, and the second one, reduce the noise generated when moving through larger vegetation such as bushes and shrubs. Means you can run a lot further before you have to start considering if you're going to be spooking animals. This one, innate triangulation, just makes it easier to kind of spot where the animals are calling from. Improvised blinds makes it a little easier to hide yourself. This one I'm very happy with. Endurance. Yeah, we run around a lot, so getting your heart rate to settle down real quick is just a nice little thing. And then obviously we have disturbed vegetation, and now I have a bunch of aggressive buffaloes right here. Only one actually, but we'll take her out. Oh, right on the nose. There we go. I don't know what the other one is doing, but apparently that's just minding its own business. Let's have a look with the ambusher tree. 1 in Send Tinkerer, because you need to put 1 point here to be able to get to tier 1. Obviously, spotting knowledge. Spotting knowledge just gives you a helping hand whenever you're spotting for the animals, seeing if they're aware of your presence or not, or maybe they're even alert and about to run off. This one right here, the more the merrier. Increase the monetary reward gain from completing any missions by 5%. I don't do missions, but I still find it better than Dazed and Confused. Of course, sight spotting, it's so good. Gives you the ability to spot animals with your weapon, and right now it doesn't even seem like we have any animals somewhere to spot, unfortunately. But, oh, there is one right there. I can bring out my rifle, do like that, and then I get all the spotting information. And you can also see here, this guy is nervous, and that's a part of the spotting knowledge. If he's nervous and you start trying to make sure that he's not going to go anywhere, you're actually going to spook them by taking a shot like that. If they're in a nervous state, in alarmed or alert, they are going to yeet out. And I mentioned a little bit earlier about a first aid trick. If you don't know how this works, you can actually save your life. You can jump down from any height in the game and survive it if you have a first aid kit. All you need to do is have it ready, and as soon as you start taking damage, do not use it too soon, because then it's going to be on cooldown and you won't be able to actually apply it to yourself and heal up your ankle that you supposedly just broke jumping down. But as soon as you see your health bar starting to drop, you can hit your first aid kit, and if you do it before your health bar reaches 0, you're gonna survive. Easy as that. Very nice and neat little trick. If you're, for instance, right here on the bridge in Yukon, it's a long way down. If you want to go all the way back to make it around to go and pick up a bear or a caribou that you shot, this does save you a lot of time. Honestly, the first aid kits are very expensive, so it's something that you don't do too often unless you get to the point where you have excess amount of cash in the game. But it is a very nice, neat little trick. And the thing with the 22 track that I tried to show you with the Kudo as well, where it fled because it was nervous, you can use the 22 LR. You can actually use a bow or anything like that as well, but many of the weapons that does not have a huge boom to them, they don't spook the animal straight away. That means if I'm not happy with having the front of this bear towards me, I can actually bring out my 22 or shoot at, not on it, but somewhere around it with the 22 or the bow, and it's gonna get attentive or alert. Just pay attention. Now he's alert and he's going to be traveling around, which usually means that they're going to take some steps forward, going to do a little bit of thing, go back and forth a little, and then settle down in a sometimes a new position, or sometimes maybe even in the same. But as soon as he's back to being calm, you can take the shot again. This also works on animal that's traveling away. If you have something like this one, that's nervous, so that doesn't work. But if you have something that is traveling away from you, and it's in, as I said, calm, it might be in between zones. If you shoot towards it again, it's actually gonna stop and do the little dance that our little bear up there did. He's still nervous and just walking away and doing his business. But again, you can survive big falls in Yukon as well by just hitting your first aid kit. And of course we got knocked out by being in the water, but it is what it is. So that's definitely also small things that definitely helps the general experience of just getting around a little faster. This trick right here might actually only apply to PC, but you can hold down your spotting key. I don't know if you can do that on the controllers as well, but if I want to just be spotting everything and I want to be spotting it really fast, you can hold down your E key. You don't have to press it all the time, and then you just hover over the different animals, and you don't need to press it, and it just makes it very easy. Sometimes you have issues spotting animals. A thing you can do, especially if they're hiding behind bushes and such, something that you can try to do to help yourself is actually just do a little bit of scrolling on your scroll wheel while you hold down E. Usually it does end up triggering the spotting outline to come up, even if you don't have any visual contact with the animal. And it's just a nice little neat feature that you can take advantage of as well. And last but definitely not least of the tips and tricks that I do need to share with you guys. If you're looking for any kind of help with your animals, what weapons to use, or what is the max level for the different animals, use the spreadsheet. You can find the spreadsheet on the Discord. There is a link for the Discord down in the description below. Once you're on the spreadsheet, you can go through all of the different stuff right here. You can see which of the different weapons is permitted for which classes. You can see the animal levels of the or the classes of the animals as well over here, as well as on the individual sheets down here in the bottom. You actually get to see which what the different score requirements is, and what the levels and weights and such is on as well. But the important part is this: you get to have a look at their drinking times. The drinking time is the time that I advise you to hunt most of the animals, simply because you just know where they're going to be. And we have a very beautiful spreadsheet done by Christina. It's got everything. It even got the fur types and what colors and such to use. And there's some hotspots and hunting guide videos for some of the reserves as well. So definitely go and check that out. That is on the Discord. But that is going to be it, guys. I don't want this video to be too long. So thank you so very much for watching.